Yes,
Good afternoon.
can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. How are you, Nakul?
I am doing good. How about you?
Yes, I'm also too good.
Awesome, awesome. So thank you for joining the call. If I have that pronounced correctly, is that Gorav?
Gaurav, yes.
Okay,
Gaurav.
okay, awesome, awesome. So Gorav, thank you once again for joining the call. My name is Napoleon, and I am
Yeah.
the recruiter here at FastLab. And this is for our senior data engineer position. How much do you know about FastLab?
Not too much. I just have Googled it and I'm just knowing it. So it is
Okay.
good to have a conversation around it from your end.
Got you, got you. So who we are, Fast Lab is actually a medical diagnostic lab, and we are located in the heart of New York City. And we offer a full range of bioanalytical testing services, like COVID testing and many more. So the main purpose of, why we're looking for someone with that is going to take upon this role is that way they can, manage our data and do what we need to be done with that data. So if you can take a couple of moments, a few minutes, give me a brief description or a brief overview about yourself, your background, what you've done, and all that good stuff.
Okay. So yeah. So first of all, I'll tell you, I'm having a bunch of experience regarding this Azure data engineering services,
Okay.
and right now I was working as a senior Azure data engineer at NYC Health and Hospitals, New York itself. Also, I'm also located in New York at Long Island, so it will be a good. And after that, so I'm having total 13 years of experience. That is hands-on experience on the Hadoop ecosystem, Azure. After that, big data services like MapReduce, Yarn. After that, Scoop, Optim, Hive. So bunch of that. And right now, I'm dealing with Azure and AWS also.
Okay.
So I'll tell you the flow of it. So we receive the file, we receive the flat files from our clientele in the SFTP format that gets on the servers, and after that it will comes to the ISG bucket. For the SFTP bucket, we have applied the bucket rule over there also. Sorry, blanket rule. Which has for the personal users also, and after that we used to have apply the ETL over there. So we did the extraction from the SFTP. We did have it to the our ISV tab, and after that we converted that fat files data to the our raw tables, and after we receive the raw tables from for each like for each remedy. After that, for each appointment, we have the couple of type of data that we receive, and after that, we converted the data into the staging, and after that, into the staging, it goes into the UAT, and after that, it goes to the production. So this is the overview of the high level what we do and what are the processes. And in this team, I'm having my so my responsibility is over. We are having two teams, outside and offsite teams, offshore teams also. So I'm part of the offsite team. So we were here like 7 to 8 developers over here, and I was also managing the teams of 4 to 5 people from the offshore people who report directly to the me. So we have to be sure that our jobs are running 24/7, and if any comes up, so we have to deal with it. And we are also working in agile methodology, so we are getting the stories for 2 weeks. So we are following the sprints over there, and we are directly connected with the clients. That if anything goes wrong after delivering the data, we have to we will get a word with the client. After that, we have to create the ad hoc passes over there. Manager also, yeah.
Okay.
And after that, we do the same process.
Got you. Got you. So, based on your experience and everything you've done so far throughout your career, do you have any experience around Snowflakes.
Yeah, Snowflakes, yes.
Okay,
For the data modeling, after that, yeah, data extraction, yes.
got you. And what about DBT and Airflow?
Yeah, Airflow is my playground for me also, because I'm very experienced and I'm very interested in doing the Airflow also, because I like the open source too much, because it gets the control from enterprise services also. Not we have to depend on anyone. Yes, I'm having a good experience over the DBT and the Airflow. In
Okay,
the Airflow, I'm able to create the tags that are required with a bunch of using the operators, with the using the hashing columns, with using the expression over there for their run type like in a weekly, monthly, and the daily also.
got you. And what about Tableau? Do you have any experience around Tableau?
Sorry,
Do you have any experience using Tableau?
no, not that.
Okay, you said a little.
Sorry.
Did you?
Means
Oh,
I know about the Tableau. I know about the Tableau, Power BI, the reports that we generated on the AWS side. Also, I have known about the QuickSight that is used for the report visualization or any type of data visualization that we need to use. But yes, means if not that can, I guess I can achieve for the Tableau also.
got you. And how do you ensure compliance with healthcare data standards and regulations such as HIPAA, CLIA, CAP in your data engineering projects?
Yeah, means HIPAA that standards we need to maintain. That we need to maintain and we need to get the guidelines from the
Hmm.
product manager also.
Got you. And have you mentored or coached any junior team members? And if so, what does your process in that mentoring looks like?
Okay. So first of all, if any junior comes up to me and tells me that I have a problem and I'm not couldn't able to figure it out,
Hmm.
I will get them first what they have understood from their problem, and after that I will go for them to go bifurcately. Means we have to give the understanding of how the workflow works and where we are lagging. I will not spoon feed someone that yeah, this is how it's done, this is how it done. So they will be dependent upon us. So if the junior asking us, yeah, we will get the understanding of the what they have understand yet and what they are facing the issue. And means my expertise will be only like don't be dependent on someone. We just have to get the clearance from their end and get the guidance from our above person only, not just in a spoon feeding by.
Got you. And how have you used DBT for data transformation, modeling, and documentation? How can you if you can describe a project where you use DBT and how it played a critical role in ensuring that you had good data accuracy and good data consistency.
Okay. So in previous one, I utilized the GPT to automate and manage the data transformation, ensuring that our models were accurate, those were consistent and reproducible, because we have to sometimes we have to reproduce the data and we have to rerun the data also. So we leverage the GPT ability to create modular SQL models which allow us to build the more maintainable and the scalable data pipelines. And additionally, one more point that we need to know, DBT has a built-in documentation feature that helps to maintain up-to-date records for all transformation, whatever we did, which was crucial for both as for the compliance issue or any HIPAA, the CLIA, and for the collaboration as well. And by integrating the DBT data with our data warehouses, someone you say like the data lake, we are able to ensure that the data was not only transformed effectively, but also truly documented by the in-house features over there also. So it makes easier for today. So it's making it easier to our downstream teams or the upstream team. So mainly the downstream team, which are having the data scientists or the analyzing, to understand the lineage and the context of the data that we were working on.
Thank you very much. And what are the different cloud-based data platforms or services that you've used or worked with in the past or in the current, and also in your projects? Can you give me an example of how you leverage them to optimize your data workflow?
Okay. For the Azure, means I'm having extensive experience in Azure and the AWS also. For the AWS, we mainly use for the storage purposes, we were using the S3. For the computational, if we have the small jobs, we were using the EC2. If we have the big jobs and we will need any big cluster, we were using the EMR,
Right.
where we have specific, yeah, where have to give the specification T2, T3, M5, whatever the cluster that needed regarding having the size of that particular data that we're dealing with. And after that, it goes to the S3 and it saves in the Parquet format. Generally, what we do, we have when we are having the incoming file from the client, it comes into the TXT BJ2 format, that is the business extraction format, and after that have the better and the faster retrieval because it is due to its columnar stage. After that, we convert it into the Puppet format using the Scala language, which is having a dataset writer operator over there. And after that, we give the files to the S3, and EMR will pick it from the S3, and it will do the work as per the transformation code also. Okay, and after that, in the EC for the AWS, we use the QuickSight. After that, AWS Secret Survey, Secret Manager Survey, and the QuickSight. Yeah, for the data visualization, we mainly use the QuickSight. After that, yeah, Glue is the mainly one. And for the Azure side, yeah, I use the Azure virtual machines for to create and run the virtual machines in the clouds also. It's like an EC2, and the mainly and the most vastly function that is used, that is the Azure data lake and the Azure database. Means on the data lake we can store an analytical service that is designed for mostly for the big data workloads also. After that, the Azure Databricks, the Databricks is the so much fun in it because we have to compute, we have to give the notebooks, we can go to the production also. For the pre-processed data, we can use that Azure Databricks and functions. Yeah, and the function is the most funny. I can say that the serverless compute service that allow you to run
Right.
the email based. Yeah, because we don't have to worry about the code. But here I get because sometimes when we are using the Azure functions, the billing goes crazy because yeah, if data comes up in a big chunk, then the server is gonna take the computation power the more, and then we will gonna get the a big base. Yes, so that's why. Yeah. So it's a serverless.
Gotcha. Okay. And how familiar are you with telemedicine platforms and protocols such as HL7, FHIR, EDIX12? Can you describe or can you give me like a brief understanding of how you've basically used these tools, to implement them on your day-to-day standards in your healthcare projects or throughout your career on the healthcare aspect?
Yeah, means I think this HFRE, I think it is used way most for the heart failure condition. And what about the second you used, Talia, right?
What was that?
The first one that you used means I have not use this classification that much. I was only dealing with the developer parts, what is the backend part, what is the required with the production product manager only.
Got you, got you. So you're not familiar that much with HL7, FHIR, or
No,
EDI
no,
X12, correct?
no, no. I'm just dealing with the backend part, mostly the coding, services, and the architectural part, and the infrastructure part will be the my deal.
Okay. Okay. And how do you stay updated with, new trends, technologies around the either data engineering field or, around telemedicine and lab informatics?
Okay. For the lab informatics and regarding the tech trends that we need to get, I mostly use the Medium, which has the blogging sites
Mm-hmm.
mostly, and the second one for the new techs and whatever the upcoming and whatever comes up in the market, I mostly use the Reddit because I like to read. On the Reddit, we get the reviews, we get the possibilities of it, we get the negative, positive reviews of it. And yes, mostly sometimes I use the Twitter also. And I like to read, so I mostly use the Medium for the tech articles.
Gotcha. And would you be requiring any sponsorship now or later on in the future?
No, I'm a US citizen.
Okay. And what
Yes.
would you say is your salary expectation?
So the expectation will be, I won't give you the number, but I'll give you the range regarding 140 to 160K.
Okay. And just to be very transparent, because I don't want anyone thinking that you know we don't offer those ranges. But as of right now, for this particular role, what we're offering is between 75 to 110 a year. Is that something that you're still comfortable with?
Yeah, if the roles and my company's values and my work does good, yes, my salary expectations will be negotiable, and the 110 number is also good.
Okay.
Yes.
So, do you have any questions for me?
Yeah, I'm having two, three questions.
Okay.
So first of all, regarding the salaries expectation that you just now be transparent, thank you very much for that also. But I just did how just tell you the range of the 140 to 160. Just don't go on that word. We can also renegotiate on that part.
Okay.
And the second would be, yeah, second would be how much rounds I was gonna expecting for this particular senior data engineer role
Yes,
in the
so
next.
it's gonna be two more rounds of interviews. This is more of a phone screen, making sure that
Mm-hmm.
you are what we're looking for in a candidate, and then if we do match what you're looking for as in regards to the company as well. So you're gonna have two more rounds of interviews. One is going to be with a manager, and the other one is going to be with another manager. And we're trying to close out on this role as soon as possible. Um, what is your availability for interviews for the next coming days?
Means I'll be available, but currently I'm having also calls in the pipelines. I'm not also sure. So just please let me know when we're having the availability first 2 days, 2 days. And if you have right now with your calendar, you can just confirm.
Yes, so we usually have availabilities mornings, afternoons, and evenings. So it all depends on it depends on your schedule. It depends on the schedule of the interviewer. So what you have open, I go ahead and look at that opening on the calendar for the person that's going to be interviewing you, and then try to see if that works. That way I can set that interview for you.
Okay. Okay.
Yes.
Means yeah, I'm also good with that timing also.
Okay.
Just please send me the mail. Send me over the mail about the details. Like means are you available? Means the managers or other who is conducting the interview are you available in the next week of the starting of next week?
We're trying to get everyone to interview this because we're getting closer to our decision phase. So if we're trying to do the interviews this week and next week, and make a decision and then
Yeah,
close
I
out on
can
the
get
floor.
it. Okay.
Yes, sir.
So yeah, this week also good. Means tomorrow if you have the timing, please confirm me.
Okay. Okay. Um, what was that other question that you had for me?
Yeah. Other questions like what are the current technologies that your team is right now working on? I just want to get the insights of it. So yes, I can have in a brief knowledge and a brief. I can brief with the manager and who is it.
Absolutely. So some of the tools that we're using Snowflakes, we're using Airflow, we're using Tableau, we're using PHP, we're using Laravel. Those are just a few of the tech stacks that we're using. We're also using GCP, Azure, and as well as I believe AWS. There you go. So some of the tech stacks we're using, you're familiar with them, so I don't think it should be a problem. That's why earlier I asked you if you were familiar with Snowflakes, if you know how to use Snowflakes, if you know how to use Airflow, if you know how to use Tableau as well, because these are some of the tools that we're currently using right now at the company.
Okay, okay,
Yes, sir.
got it. Okay.
Okay. And do you have any other questions for me?
No, I just need a confirmation over the mail regarding the next calls.
Got
That's
you.
it.
So, what I would do is I will look at the hiring manager's schedule, and then I will try to find whatever times they have available, and I'll put them in an email, and then I'll email it to you. That way, you can look at it and then tell me which one you best prefer, and we'll go ahead and set that interview for you during those times.
Okay, okay. Just for the sure, Napoleon,
Yeah.
just send me the availability of the tomorrow and the day after tomorrow, like the Wednesday and the Thursday.
Okay. No problem. I will do that. Awesome.
Yeah.
Any
Okay.
other questions for me?
No, I'm good.
Okay, awesome, awesome. So once I do that and we get that confirmation from you, and said that the interview we should be good. I don't have any other questions. Thank you once again for jumping on the call. I appreciate you, and you have a good day. Okay,
Yes, yes. You too. Have a good day, Napoleon. Thank you so much.
bye. Man, my eyes. Second place.